Hello, everybody, and welcome to, I forgot what number it is. Well, welcome to back to the series. Today, guys, we have a huge issue. When I say huge, I mean big issue. As in, we have roughly 4 days to build a machine which will either make or break this series. And that machine, if you did not see, the Dragon Egg Energy Siphon. So I was running through Nether just recently, actually this morning, if you want to be precise, and I discovered something very shocking. And that's that we've nearly depleted our supply of lava. So if we don't get a Dragon Egg Energy Siphon connected to this main energy grid soon, then the series is lost. Because we won't have any more lava to use in our giant array, and we won't really have anything else for power, for that matter. Of course, I could possibly upgrade the nuclear reactor up there, so it has all 6 chambers, and it's a very power-producing design, but I'm going to burn through uranium with that at an astonishing rate. So here's what we need to get done today. Superconductors. What we need to get done today. So we need to compress down the tungsten. We need to get our helium into our coolant as a coolant cell. And we essentially have what we need. But I'm going to need a ton more iridium, a ton of chrome, an unbelievably large amount of chrome, and diamonds is a huge issue. I can make a few of them. Diamonds. I have 13 right now. It's probably gonna just drop. Alright, so let's go over here. Do I believe here? Oh, yes. Lap. I'm gonna finish assembling. I never finished that. I'm almost certain that I did. Oh yes, rubber. You're missing rubber. So today, we are just going to be progressing towards that energy siphon. And that is just going to make or break this series. But if it... Well, it was a really fun series, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. Never thought I'd ever get this far in Unhinged. What I really should have done is done Ultimate Greg Peck in it. Because in there's much more things you can use for power than in this mod pack. In this mod pack, you basically have not very advanced high power energy producing machines. You pretty much gotta make do with whatever you can get. Now that I think of it, ever since I got my texture pack, I haven't actually looked at what it's like to collect the sticky resin. Actually, quite interesting. Did I just collect things? Alright, I think we've got enough rubber here. astonished that I don't have enough rubber. I had nearly a whole stack of rubber in the system. I wonder what it blasted it all on. This is terrible lag. Not much I can really do about it. Because yesterday, I went searching for more RAM for this computer. If I were to bring it to its maximum RAM it can handle, it would end up costing me more money than it would take to buy an entirely new computer if I wanted to upgrade this. So let's go over here. Grab ourselves some more uranium. Uran. Why not make that? I'm almost certain I made that helium. Helium? No, I did not. Yeah, I was certain I did that. Alright, yeah, and that's gonna be the last of the uranium there. Oh, in case you guys didn't notice, this here's my new soda machine, where I make swiftness potions, because you put sugar in an awkward potion to make a swiftness potion. So I would assume that it meant it to be pop, or if you live in some other part of the country, soda. Or if you live in a state in which I can't remember, Coke. There's some state in which they call all sodas or pops Cokes. I guess in this game, creosote oil would be Coke. Isotope. Okay, I have a poison potion. And propolises. And a lot of standard machine casings. That is slightly concerning. Alright, so I'm thinking, if the matter fabricator isn't too far along right now, I'll probably move it. I need a uranium cell. And let that uranium breed up. I started this game out with nuclear. I could probably go back to it. Nuclear solved my energy crisis once before. Because I used to be just running on a standard generator before this, and that was inefficient. I recommend if you're using one of those, I say you probably want to, as soon as possible, go to something like thermal generators like I have. Or can't do gas turbines immediately. Could probably do diesel too. It's really your two options for early game power. This one's probably the best of them. It's a rather reliable resource since there's a fairly large amount of it. But I recommend you move rather quickly if you're using this, because it will run out at some point or another. Or if you're good with steam boilers, you could probably use that, because those are much more efficient than these. I'm not entirely sure if they produce more power. So let's check on our matter fabricator over here. Yeah, you're fairly ways along with that. Oh, I can check back in on that tungsten. Now I'm going to run upstairs, see if the uranium's done processing. Oh, dang nabbit. It appears not to be. That's always nice. So let's get started with some of the things. I do want to encode this. So, ME. I need 2 of these. Because I want to program it to be able to roll tungsten. Speaking of which, I should probably get the last of the tungsten going in this machine. I have been running this a lot. Must be a source of a lot of power draw. Tungsten. Grab the last of it. Throw it in here. Smelt up for us. We're going to want to throw a piece of tungsten in that plate bender. Tungsten. Throw you in this plate bender. I wonder if you can make tungsten nuggets. Probably something to look into. Plate. I have 1 tungsten plate. Tongue. So we're going to go over here, clear what I was trying to encode earlier, put you in, and you can apparently make tungsten nuggets. I don't quite know what you would want to use them for, but apparently you can. Now I need to run upstairs, it looks like. Where I'm going to throw you in the last empty slot. What a great place for it. That machine's now as automated as it's ever going to be. So now over here, I'm going to begin by doing that. Taking my iridium. Plate, my 1 iridium plate that I have. Put it on the machine. And put it here. Use some of the energy flow circuits from up there. some coolant cells, which I'll probably make. Alright, good. Now you're done. I get plutonium now. Thorium. Always nice. And more tungsten to throw in the blast furnace over here. Whippy! Yeah, in the time that I've been talking, only one tungsten has smelted. That just tells you how slow it goes. So what do I want to do with the thorium? I think I'm just throwing the thorium in as dust, or... Oh, I don't even have any in here. That's nice. I pressed down the plutonium. What did I do with the thorium? So, very unstable thing. Actually, it'd be nice if you could make, like, RTGs. Not have to go all the way into the 1.6 mod packs. Now that I think of it, this is pretty much the oldest, the latest non-experimental IC2 you can get. And I have a phone running in the background. Probably just another telesalesman. So nobody actually knows our home phone number. I used it for calling when I got home, back when I didn't have my own cell phone. But now that I do have one, I don't really need that phone. Of course, my phone is always dead half the time. And I was up to programming, yes. And I completely forgot what I was up there for. It'll be the first time I've actually used it to replicate iridium. So I'll take these energy manager circuits. And I'm going to make more ME things. Or I could just use endstone and centrifuge that down. That's a possibility. Instead of waiting 5 minutes for all that junk to go on with. Oh yeah, that would use a lot of endstone for almost nothing. I'll just say take a whole stack of it and centrifuge it. I've calculated per 800 endstone dust, that translates to about 20 minutes in the fusion reactor. Lap. And apparently it's having AE issues. Always very nice. Or it could be that weird lag effect that I got that one time. That was an interesting effect. Alright, now you're back to the scrap boxes. So I need my lap electronics. I've not actually mined lapis since I found my first hollowed hill. I really have not used it. I got a lot, a lot of lapis from that. And these graphics just look terrible. And you're going to centrifuge down this. Alright, that really looks terrible. That looks like something that shouldn't be described on this YouTube channel. And this extra rubber can be thrown in there. And for the moment being, oh yeah, I need to make another ME thing. ME. Craft. Begin. Take. And if we look here in the recipes, then the super condensator, it's just a tiny little part of it. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So there's a lot of diamonds involved and a lot of iridium involved in this. This is all I have to spare. So we need that surrounded by tin. So let's make ourselves a tin plate. Tin. Tin. So we'll take our tin plate, run down, oh, and we're not going to encode that now. Alright, and know you're bored when you're repeating songs from band. I could do some potion brewing right now. Glass. Make a 6-pack of sodas. Considering if I even have sugar in this system. I highly doubt. So let's go fill up these with water. Our rain tank, which for some reason take a while to fill up. It's an interesting mechanic. So anywho, if we don't get that power system going, we're probably going to jump to KSP. I'm not exactly sure. But it's most likely that we're going to be jumping to KSP after that. And then after that, we're going to be jumping into Monster. And I'm still debating with myself if I'm going to enable Meteor Craft. That depends on if we had enough fun with space for a while after the Kerbal Space Program. But I definitely think that'd be quite interesting if I had to deal with falling meteorites. I'd probably even just leave them there, not even care. Or if they fell in my little forest that I set up my little house in. and I probably would care. So we will take that out. So now all of our soda bottles are not going to be carbonized with nether wart. Now, sugar cane, enough for me. Alright, you all have awkward potions now. So I'm going to take the awkward potions out. Or carbonated water if you really wanted to go with this little theme here. It's probably about time for me to be finishing up the episode. Kinda just got basic processing going on here today. It really provides some things. Really provides some bang for your buck. Yeah, I'm just gonna clear this out. Alright, we'll begin crafting that. Grab our tungsten, our iridium, our energy manager circuits, and then our new coolant cell. Ooh, cold. So I'll try to get this done before the end of the episode. Sorry if it kind of ran long today, but we really need to be working desperately hard on this. This is quite literally the end of the series if we do not get an energy source soon. We are slowly climbing there. Ever so slowly climbing there. Pretty slow, it's this jetpack slow. Try to have that done by the end of the episode here. Now that we have our awkward potions in there, or carbonated water as we'll call it, we'll let some sugar go into you. Like our sodas. Alright, we have our energy manager over here. Throw you in. Iridium. You guy. You guy. You guy. You guy. And you guy. And that's really all I need to throw in there. Alright, we've made our sodas. Now we're going to put the flavoring in them. What's the use for these? Anything I can use them for? Nope. Now we're adding our flavoring. Now we've got all of our soda. Alright, I'm gonna get one more helium in here. Quickly craft up. Let's see, how's our tungsten doing? Alright, so over the video, we've made 11 tungsten. It goes super slow and takes a super amount of power. So while we're doing this, let's go check down on our Mr. Matter fab. Mr. Matter. See what he has to give to us. And then see what we need to make. Chrome, probably. We need to start with our super condensator here. Iridium's probably what we want to focus on at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to do iridium. Iridium requires 7, I believe. We've got 16 in there, so we can do 2. Iridium. Craft 2. Now we're going to go up here. Press U. And if you're done with that helium, I will take it. It's really this is a much more quicker and efficient way to get helium, as we're using a relatively easy to find resource. I'm not exactly sure how you'd get past doing this if you didn't go to the end, doing the tungsten part of this. Alright, and so now I believe we can do it. Super conductor. Again. I really should have done this downstairs, because this is going to be very entertaining. Again, sorry if this is running long. I just really wanted to show you guys this. And we have... Oh, that's super. I want super. We have our superconductors. Well, that pretty much ends the episode here. We did some ME programming. And tomorrow we are going to do more ME programming. But until then, this is BobSpot. Oh, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because the more subscribers we have, the more motivation it gives me, and the more likely you are to have more videos. Well, this is BobSpot 2, signing off for today.